Desire is the starting point of all achievement. The foundation of all success begins with a strong and definite desire. Napoleon Hill emphasizes that merely wanting something casually or having a vague wish is not enough to achieve true accomplishment. Desire, as he explains, must be a burning, all-consuming passion that dominates your thoughts and drives every action you take toward a specific goal. This powerful urge is what sets successful people apart from those who remain stagnant. It acts as the fuel that energizes your mind and body, compelling you to overcome obstacles, persist through difficulties, and remain focused on your objective no matter what challenges arise. Hill advises that your desire must be clear and specific. Instead of a general wish for more money or success, you must define exactly what you want, how much money, what position, or what achievement you are aiming for. This clarity transforms your desire into a tangible target, making it easier to channel your efforts and measure progress. Writing down your goal concretely helps to solidify this clarity, turning a simple thought into a committed declaration. This written statement acts like a personal contract, reminding you daily of your purpose and commitment. However, desire alone is not enough. It must be backed by a willingness to give something in return. Hill points out that success follows the principle of fair exchange. You cannot expect to gain riches or achievement without offering value, effort, or service. By stating what you intend to give or do in return for your goal, you prepare your mind to work toward that reciprocal relationship. This mindset shift helps build determination and a proactive attitude rather than expecting effortless gain. The daily practice of reading your written goal aloud, ideally twice a day, helps implant the desire deeply into your subconscious mind. This repetition, known as autosuggestion, reinforces your focus and strengthens your belief that your goal is achievable. When your subconscious mind accepts this desire as a fact, it begins to influence your habits, thoughts, and decisions, aligning them with your objective. One of the most critical factors Hill highlights is the connection between desire and faith. Without faith or belief in your ability to achieve your goal, desire loses its effectiveness. Doubts and fears can creep in, weakening your motivation and leading to procrastination or giving up. To cultivate faith, you must visualize success and mentally affirm your capability, transforming your desire from a mere wish into a confident expectation. Hill's point about desire being the starting point of all achievement teaches that success does not come by chance but by deliberate and focused mental effort. Those who succeed are the ones who clearly define what they want, desire it passionately, and refuse to abandon their goals despite difficulties. This intense longing ignites persistence, creativity, and resilience, qualities essential for turning dreams into reality. In summary, a burning desire is more than just a feeling. It is the catalyst for all action and achievement. It shapes your mindset, influences your choices, and motivates relentless pursuit of your goals. Without this powerful and focused desire, other principles of success cannot fully function. It is the essential first step that sets the foundation for every accomplishment. Faith and belief. Faith is the essential bridge between desire and its realization. Napoleon Hill stresses that without faith, desire alone cannot manifest into success. Faith is more than a passive hope. It is a deep, unwavering belief in your ability to achieve your goals. This belief acts like a magnetic force that attracts the resources, people, and opportunities needed to turn your vision into reality. When combined with desire, faith transforms your thoughts into concrete actions and results. Hill explains that faith begins in the mind, but is fueled by emotion. It requires convincing yourself so thoroughly that your subconscious mind accepts your goal as inevitable. This process is not always easy because doubt and fear often interfere. These negative feelings create mental blocks that prevent faith from developing fully. That's why Hill emphasizes the importance of guarding your mind against pessimism and negative influences, which can quickly erode faith and derail progress. One of the most powerful ways to develop faith, according to Hill, is through autosuggestion, a technique where you repeatedly affirm your goals and your belief in achieving them. By consciously feeding your subconscious with positive thoughts and affirmations, you replace doubt and hesitation with confidence and certainty. Over time, these affirmations reprogram your mind, helping you to see yourself already successful. This mental conditioning builds a strong foundation for faith to grow. Faith also fuels persistence. When obstacles and setbacks appear, a person with strong faith remains committed and repalpable. They see failures not as final defeat but as temporary challenges or lessons on the path to success. This confidence in eventual victory keeps motivation high and actions consistent. Without faith, discouragement easily takes hold, and many give up at the first sign of difficulty. Hill also links faith to the law of attraction, the idea that like attracts like. Your beliefs and emotions send out vibrations that influence your environment and interactions. If you hold a strong faith that you will succeed, you naturally attract people, ideas, and opportunities that help you move toward your goal. Conversely, if you harbor doubt or negative beliefs, you repel success and invite failure. This is why cultivating faith is not only a mental exercise but also an emotional one. Importantly, faith is not blind or irrational. It grows from a combination of clear desire, preparation, and the willingness to take action. When you set a definite goal and start working toward it, small successes build confidence, which in turn strengthens your faith. It is a positive feedback loop. Faith encourages action. Action brings results, and results reinforce faith. Hill warns that faith must be maintained continuously. It is a habit that requires daily effort and vigilance. Just as you nurture a plant by watering it regularly, your faith needs constant nourishment through positive thinking, affirmations, and avoiding negativity. Surrounding yourself with supportive people and mentors also helps to sustain faith. Ultimately, faith transforms mere wishful thinking into purposeful belief, enabling you to harness your full potential. It bridges the gap between wanting and achieving by turning mental images of success into real-world accomplishments. In the absence of faith, even the strongest desire is powerless. But when desire and faith combine, they create a powerful force that moves you steadily toward your goals, no matter the obstacles in your way. Autosuggestion. Autosuggestion is a powerful technique that Napoleon Hill highlights as a key tool to influence your subconscious mind and align it with your conscious desires. It is essentially the process of feeding your subconscious positive, purposeful thoughts repeatedly until they become deeply ingrained beliefs that drive your actions and decisions. Hill teaches that your subconscious mind responds to what it is continually exposed to, whether positive or negative, and autosuggestion allows you to intentionally program it to work in your favor. The subconscious mind operates below the level of conscious awareness but has a profound effect on your behavior, habits, and emotional responses. It is like a fertile garden where seeds of thought, once planted, will grow and eventually produce results in your life. If you repeatedly tell yourself that you cannot succeed, that fear and doubt will take root and manifest as limitations. On the other hand, if you consistently affirm your goals and your ability to achieve them, those thoughts become the foundation of confidence, motivation, and creative problem solving. Hill's method of autosuggestion involves writing down your definite purpose or goal in clear, concise language. Along with that, you compose a statement expressing your unwavering belief that you will achieve this goal and the specific plans you will follow. Then, this statement should be read aloud, ideally twice a day, once in the morning and once before going to sleep. This practice helps impress the idea on your subconscious mind when it is most receptive, increasing its influence on your daily thoughts and actions. Repetition is crucial in autosuggestion. The more frequently you repeat your affirmations, the stronger the impact on your subconscious. Over time, these repeated messages reshape your self-image, replacing any internal doubts or limiting beliefs with empowering convictions. This is especially important because your subconscious mind tends to accept whatever it hears repeatedly as truth, regardless of whether it is positive or negative. Therefore, maintaining a disciplined, positive autosuggestion practice is essential to ensure your mind is programmed for success. Autosuggestion also works hand in hand with faith and desire. When your affirmations are combined with genuine emotion and belief, they become far more effective. The emotional charge behind your words sends a stronger signal to your subconscious, accelerating the process of internalizing the belief. This emotional involvement makes your goals feel more real and achievable, motivating you to take consistent action. Moreover, autosuggestion helps to counteract negative influences and fears that might otherwise undermine your confidence. Whenever doubts or fears arise, consciously repeating positive affirmations can push those negative thoughts out, reinforcing your focus on success. It acts as a mental conditioning technique that retrains your mind to see obstacles as temporary challenges rather than insurmountable barriers. Hill stresses that autosuggestion is not a magic spell but a practical psychological tool. It requires persistence, patience, and genuine commitment. The subconscious mind does not change overnight, but with continuous and focused repetition, your thought patterns, attitudes, and ultimately your behavior will shift toward achieving your goals. In summary, autosuggestion is the deliberate practice of implanting positive, goal-oriented ideas into your subconscious mind through repeated affirmations. By doing so, you transform your mental environment, build confidence, and create a powerful internal drive that propels you toward success. This technique bridges the conscious desire for achievement with the subconscious programming necessary to realize it. Specialized knowledge. Specialized knowledge is a critical component of success that Napoleon Hill emphasizes in Think and Grow Rich. While general knowledge is valuable for everyday life, it is specialized knowledge-focused, practical, and relevant expertise that truly propels individuals toward their goals. Hill makes it clear that accumulating random facts or broad education alone does not guarantee wealth or achievement. Instead, knowing exactly what knowledge you need, acquiring it, and applying it effectively in your field is what creates real advantage. One of the reasons specialized knowledge is so powerful is that it fills a specific gap in your ability to solve problems, create value, or innovate. When you develop deep understanding or skills in a particular area, you position yourself as someone who can deliver unique solutions or insights that others cannot easily replicate. This uniqueness often leads to opportunities for financial gain or career advancement. Hill points out that specialized knowledge can come from many sources. Formal education like college or technical training is one, but not the only source. Learning through experience, apprenticeships, self-study, and mentorships are equally valuable. In fact, much of the most useful knowledge for business and personal success comes from hands-on experience and a focus to study rather than broad academic subjects. The key is to identify what specific knowledge is necessary for your goals and then pursue it relentlessly. Importantly, Hill stresses that knowledge itself is not power. It is only potential power. Knowledge must be organized and intelligently applied to become effective. Simply collecting facts or credentials without practical implementation will not lead to results. Successful people know how to use their knowledge to create plans, solve problems, and take decisive action. They also understand the importance of continuously updating and expanding their specialized knowledge to stay relevant as takes way. Hill encourages readers to build a network or team of knowledgeable people around them. No one can be an expert in everything, so forming alliances with others who have different skills and expertise multiplies your collective ability. This idea connects closely with the concept of the mastermind group, where diverse specialists collaborate to achieve shared success. By tapping into the specialized knowledge of others, you can accelerate your progress and overcome gaps in your own expertise. In today's fast-paced world, specialized knowledge has become even more critical. Markets, technologies, and industries evolve rapidly, so the ability to learn and adapt specialized skills continuously is a major competitive advantage. Hill's principle encourages a lifelong commitment to learning with clear focus on practical outcomes. Hill also warns against complacency or reliance on past achievements. Knowledge that is outdated or irrelevant loses its value. To maintain momentum toward your goals, you must be proactive in seeking new information, training, and insights that improve your effectiveness. In conclusion, specialized knowledge is about acquiring focused, practical expertise directly related to your definite purpose. It involves active learning, application, and collaboration with others who complement your strengths. Without specialized knowledge, desire and faith alone are insufficient. Knowledge turns dreams into actionable plans. By mastering the right knowledge and continually refining your skills, you build the foundation for real achievement and lasting success. Imagination is a vital force that Napoleon Hill identifies as the workshop where all plans are created and shaped. It is the creative faculty of the mind that allows you to take intangible ideas and desires and transform them into concrete plans and actions. Without imagination, even the strongest desires and knowledge remain dormant because you lack the vision and innovative ideas to bring them to life. Hill divides imagination into two types: synthetic imagination and creative imagination. Synthetic imagination involves rearranging old ideas, concepts, or plans into new combinations. This is often how most people solve problems or come up with new business strategies, by adapting or improving upon existing knowledge. Creative imagination, on the other hand, is the faculty that allows you to receive new ideas or inspiration from sources beyond your current knowledge, sometimes described as intuition or flashes of insight. Both types are essential for turning desire into reality. Using imagination effectively means consciously engaging your mind to visualize possibilities, experiment with ideas, and design practical plans to achieve your goals. It requires a willingness to think beyond current limitations and consider innovative solutions. Many successful entrepreneurs, inventors, and leaders owe their achievements to their ability to imagine new products, services, or ways of doing things that others had not seen before. Hill explains that imagination works best when fueled by a clear desire and backed by faith. When you combine a burning desire with a belief in your ability to succeed, your imagination becomes more vivid and productive. This mental energy drives you to explore different approaches, anticipate challenges, and develop strategies that make your success more likely. Hill warns against limiting your imagination with negative thinking or rigid beliefs. Doubt and fear restrict your ability to envision success and innovative ideas. By cultivating a positive mental attitude and protecting your mind from negativity, you keep your imagination active and free-flowing. Practical application of imagination requires disciplined action. It is not enough to daydream or fantasize. You must channel your imaginative ideas into concrete plans, write them down, and then take steps to execute them. Imagination is the starting point, but consistent action turns those ideas into reality. In summary, imagination is the creative power that transforms desire and knowledge into practical plans and solutions. It expands your ability to innovate, adapt, and solve problems. By actively engaging and nurturing your imagination, combined with desire and faith, you unlock the creative potential needed to achieve lasting success. Imagination is where vision meets reality. Without it, progress stalls. With it, you open the door to limitless possibilities. Organized planning. Organized planning is the essential step that transforms desire, faith, and imagination into actionable steps toward achieving your goals. Napoleon Hill stresses that without a clear, practical plan, even the strongest desires and greatest ideas will remain unrealized. A well-constructed plan serves as a roadmap, guiding your efforts and helping you stay focused, consistent, and efficient in pursuing success. Hill explains that once you have a definite purpose and a burning desire, the next task is to create a detailed plan for accomplishing it. This involves breaking down your ultimate goal into smaller, manageable tasks and setting timelines for completion. The clarity of your plan helps reduce confusion and prevents wasted effort by providing a structured approach to your work. One of the key aspects of organized planning is flexibility. Hill emphasizes that your first plan may not always be perfect or work as intended. Circumstances change, obstacles arise, and unexpected challenges may force you to revise your approach. Successful people understand the importance of persistence, but also the need to adapt and improve their plans when necessary. This balance between determination and adaptability increases. Hill also highlights the value of assembling a team or mastermind group to support your planning and execution. By collaborating with others who bring different skills, knowledge, and perspectives, you can create stronger, more innovative plans. Input from trusted advisors helps identify potential pitfalls, discover new opportunities, and refine your strategies. The combined efforts of a group multiply the resources and energy available to achieve your goals. Another critical element in organized planning is taking immediate and consistent action. A plan remains useless if it is not put into practice. Hill urges readers to begin working on their plan as soon as it is ready, no matter how imperfect it may seem. Momentum builds when you start moving forward, and experience gained through action allows you to make better informed adjustments. Hill also warns against procrastination and over-planning. While careful preparation is necessary, waiting for the perfect plan or delaying action due to fear or uncertainty can stall progress. He encourages decisive action and learning by doing, emphasizing that experience is one of the best teachers. In addition to having a plan for your major goal, Hill recommends creating backup plans or alternatives. This prevents paralysis in the face of failure and keeps you moving forward with renewed strategies. The willingness to try different approaches and keep searching for solutions is a hallmark of successful individuals. Organized planning also involves setting specific deadlines and milestones to track progress. This accountability helps maintain focus and motivation, turning abstract goals into concrete achievements. By celebrating small wins and evaluating results regularly, you keep your energy aligned with your ultimate purpose. Ultimately, organized planning is the bridge that connects your internal mindset, desire, faith, and imagination with external reality. It channels your mental energy into deliberate, productive action. Without it, your efforts can be scattered, inefficient, or aimless. In summary, organized planning is the disciplined process of designing clear, actionable steps toward your definite goal, combined with flexibility, teamwork, and prompt execution. It transforms ideas and intentions into measurable progress and sustained momentum. Mastering this step ensures that your ambition is matched by focused action, significantly increasing your chances of achieving lasting success. Decision-making is a critical skill that Napoleon Hill highlights as a key trait of successful individuals. He observed that the ability to make decisions promptly and firmly separates those who achieve their goals from those who hesitate and falter. Indecision often leads to missed opportunities, wasted time, and a loss of confidence, while decisive action propels you forward and builds momentum toward success. Hill points out that many people fail because they are unable to decide what they truly want or how to pursue it. They allow themselves to be swayed by others' opinions, fears, or doubts, which creates confusion and inaction. Successful people, in contrast, develop the habit of making decisions quickly and changing them slowly, if at all. This means once they have evaluated the available information and committed to a course of action, they stand by their choice with confidence and persistence. Making decisions promptly is not about being reckless or impulsive. Rather, it involves gathering sufficient information, trusting your judgment, and taking responsibility for the outcome. Hill stresses that hesitation stems from fear of failure, criticism, or making the wrong choice. Overcoming this fear requires self-discipline and faith in your own abilities and knowledge. When you trust yourself and your preparation, decision-making becomes easier and more natural. Hill also notes that procrastination is a common enemy of decision-making. Putting off decisions creates uncertainty and drains your energy, leaving you stuck in a cycle of doubt. The longer you delay, the more difficult it becomes to decide, as new variables and distractions complicate the situation. Developing decisiveness breaks this cycle and allows you to move forward without unnecessary hesitation. Another important aspect Hill discusses is the relationship between decision-making and persistence. Once a decision is made, it must be followed by consistent action. Wavering or second-guessing after committing to a plan undermines your progress and weakens your confidence. Successful individuals combine decisiveness with persistence, pushing through obstacles and adjusting their approach only when faced with clear evidence that change is needed. Hill encourages cultivating a habit of decisive thinking by practicing it in everyday life, not just on major decisions. This builds mental discipline and confidence over time. Even small decisions, when made promptly and effectively, strengthen your overall ability to lead your outcome. Additionally, surrounding yourself with supportive people who respect your decisions but can offer constructive feedback is valuable. However, the final choice should rest with you, as taking responsibility is part of developing decisiveness and self-reliance. In summary, decision-making is a foundational principle of achievement. The ability to make clear, prompt decisions and stand by them fosters confidence, reduces wasted time, and propels you toward your goals. Indecision and procrastination are major barriers to success, while decisiveness combined with persistence creates unstoppable momentum. By trusting yourself, overcoming fear, and practicing disciplined decision-making, you build a critical skill that separates achievers from dreamers and transforms your plans into reality. Persistence is one of the most important qualities that Napoleon Hill identifies as essential for achieving success. It is the sustained effort and determination to keep moving forward despite obstacles, setbacks, and failures. Hill emphasizes that desire alone, even when combined with faith and planning, is insufficient without the relentless persistence that fuels continual action toward your goals. Many people give up too soon, discouraged by difficulties or temporary defeats. Hill observed that those who succeed are often not the most talented or fortunate, but those who refuse to quit. Persistence keeps you in the game long enough to overcome the challenges that inevitably arise on the path to achievement. It turns initial failure into eventual victory by encouraging you to learn from mistakes and adapt your approach rather than abandoning your purpose. Developing persistence requires mental toughness and a positive mindset. Hill stresses the importance of strengthening your willpower by consciously committing to your definite purpose and reminding yourself of the reasons behind your goals. This commitment acts as an anchor that holds you steady when doubts or discouragement creep in. Persistence becomes easier to maintain when you visualize your success and feel deeply connected to your desire. Hill also points out that persistence works hand in hand with faith. When you truly believe in your ability to succeed and trust that your efforts will bear fruit, it becomes easier to persevere. Faith provides the emotional strength and motivation to push through tough teams and keep going when progress seems slow or invisible. One practical way to build persistence is by creating habits that support consistent action. Daily routines, setting deadlines, and tracking progress all help maintain momentum. Hill recommends surrounding yourself with supportive people who encourage your efforts and reinforce your determination. Negative influences or pessimistic individuals can drain your energy and weaken your persistence, so it's important to choose your environment carefully. Hill warns that persistence is not blind stubbornness. It requires intelligent adjustment and flexibility. If a particular plan or method is not working, persistence means being willing to revise your approach without losing sight of your ultimate goal. It is about enduring, not about blindly repeating the same mistakes. Moreover, persistence protects you from being swayed by temporary failures or criticism. Many successful people faced rejection and obstacles multiple times before finally breaking through. By developing the habit of persistence, you develop resilience and inner strength that empowers you to recover quickly from setbacks and continue moving forward. In essence, persistence is the bridge between intention and accomplishment. It converts desire and faith into tangible results by ensuring that you do not quit before success arrives. Without persistence, even the best plans and strongest desires can wither away under pressure. To summarize, persistence is the continual effort to pursue your definite purpose despite obstacles and setbacks. It requires mental toughness, faith, flexibility, and a supportive environment. Those who master persistence turn failures into lessons, maintain their motivation, and ultimately achieve lasting success. It is a quality that distinguishes those who reach their goals from those who fall short, making persistence indispensable on the journey to greatness. The mastermind principle is a powerful concept that Napoleon Hill highlights as a key factor behind many great successes. It refers to the alliance of two or more minds working actively together in harmony toward a common definite purpose. Hill discovered that when individuals combine their knowledge, experience, and energy, the collective power generated far exceeds what each person could achieve alone. This synergistic effect can open doors, generate new ideas, and provide support that accelerates progress toward goals. Hill describes the mastermind group as a form of mental partnership where the group members collaborate, share insights, challenge each other's thinking, and provide motivation. This collaboration helps overcome blind spots or weaknesses that individuals might have. Each member contributes unique skills and perspectives, creating a rich environment for innovation and problem solving. The group becomes a source of encouragement, accountability, and creative energy that drives success. One of the critical benefits of the mastermind is the access to specialized knowledge and expertise that you may not possess yourself. As no one person can be an expert in everything, surrounding yourself with talented and knowledgeable people compensates for your own gaps. By tapping into the collective intelligence of the group, you gain insights, advice, and practical help that propel your efforts forward. Hill also emphasizes that the mastermind is not just about business or material success, it fosters personal growth as well. Being part of a supportive group expands your thinking, builds confidence, and increases your resilience. The mastermind acts as a sounding board where you can safely test ideas, receive honest feedback, and refine your plans. This interaction builds mental clarity and sharpens your decision-making. The mastermind group requires trust, respect, and shared commitment among its members. Hill stresses that the group's power depends on the harmony of minds working together without conflict or competition. Constructive criticism is encouraged, but egos and personal agendas must be set aside. When this balance is achieved, the group's collective brainpower becomes a formidable force. Another important aspect Hill points out is the spiritual or intangible power that arises when minds unite in harmony. He suggests that the mastermind taps into a higher intelligence or universal mind, which can inspire creative ideas and solutions beyond individual capacity. This connection often manifests as sudden inspiration, intuition, or hunches that guide decision-making. Hill advises carefully selecting mastermind members who are positive, goal-oriented, and willing to contribute actively. The group should meet regularly to maintain momentum, exchange ideas, and hold each other accountable. The frequency and format can vary, but maintaining consistent communication is vital for effectiveness. In today's world, mastermind groups have become popular among entrepreneurs, professionals, and creatives seeking collaboration and support. The principle remains timeless. The combined energy and wisdom of a dedicated group magnify individual efforts and open new pathways to success. In conclusion, the mastermind principle is about harnessing the collective power of aligned minds working together toward a definite purpose. It provides access to diverse knowledge, motivation, feedback, and creative synergy that significantly enhances your ability to achieve your goals. By forming or joining a harmonious mastermind group, you tap into a potent source of strength and inspiration that can propel you beyond what you could accomplish alone. The subconscious mind. The subconscious mind plays a crucial role in shaping your reality, acting as the bridge between your conscious thoughts and your external circumstances. Napoleon Hill emphasizes that the subconscious is like a fertile garden where the seeds of your thoughts, whether positive or negative, are planted and nurtured and yield results. Unlike the conscious mind, which processes logic and reasoning, the subconscious mind absorbs and acts on the beliefs, emotions, and repetitive messages it receives, often without your immediate awareness. One of the fundamental principles Hill teaches is that your subconscious mind cannot distinguish between positive and negative thoughts. It simply acts on what is most consistently impressed upon it. This means that if you feed your subconscious with fears, doubts, and limiting beliefs, it will produce experiences that reflect those negative patterns. Conversely, if you continually impress it with strong desires, faith, and positive affirmations, it will work tirelessly to manifest those goals into your life. Hill explains that the subconscious mind influences your habits, attitudes, and automatic behaviors. Many of your daily actions, reactions, and decisions are guided by subconscious programming developed over time. By consciously controlling what you feed your subconscious, you gain the power to change these patterns and steer your life in the direction of success. To effectively influence the subconscious mind, Hill recommends the practice of autosuggestion, repeating affirmations and clear statements of your goals with emotion and conviction. This repetition impresses your desires and beliefs into the subconscious, making them a dominant force behind your actions. Over time, these messages shape your mindset and motivate behaviors aligned with your ambitions. Hill also points out that the subconscious mind acts as a link to the universal mind, or the infinite intelligence, which can provide inspiration, ideas, and solutions beyond your conscious awareness. When your subconscious is properly aligned with your definite purpose, it can generate creative thoughts, intuition, or hunches that guide you toward opportunities and answers you might not have otherwise considered. However, the subconscious mind can also be a source of fear and anxiety if not properly managed. Negative emotions or unresolved worries can implant destructive thoughts that hinder progress. That's why maintaining a positive mental attitude, faith, and emotional control is essential to harnessing the subconscious mind's power constructively. Another key aspect Hill highlights is that the subconscious mind works continuously, even while you sleep or are distracted. This means that the thoughts you dwell on before sleeping or in quiet moments have a profound impact on your subconscious programming. Many successful people use visualization and affirmations as part of their bedtime routine to ensure their subconscious mind is focused on their goals. Ultimately, mastering the subconscious mind is about becoming aware of your inner dialogue, controlling the quality of your thoughts and emotions, and persistently feeding your mind with constructive, goal-oriented ideas. This ongoing mental discipline transforms the subconscious into a powerful ally that drives consistent action, opens doors to creative solutions, and magnetizes the conditions necessary for success. In summary, the subconscious mind is a dynamic force that shapes your habits, decisions, and outcomes by acting on the thoughts and emotions impressed upon it. By consciously guiding your subconscious through autosuggestion, positive emotion, and focused desire, you align your inner programming with your goals, enabling your mind to work behind the scenes to manifest your dreams into reality. Harnessing this power is fundamental to achieving lasting success and personal transformation. The brain as a broadcasting and receiving station. The brain functions not only as a processor of information, but also as a powerful broadcasting and receiving station for thoughts, emotions, and ideas. Napoleon Hill explores this concept in Think and Grow Rich, highlighting how the brain's ability to send and receive vibrations plays a key role in the process of achievement. He suggests that your brain emits mental frequencies that can influence your environment and attract similar energies, a concept often linked to the law of attraction. Hill explains that the brain's electrical impulses, generated by thought and emotion, create vibrations that extend beyond the physical body. These vibrations can be picked up by other brains tuned to the same frequency, allowing a form of mental communication or influence to occur. This idea suggests that like-minded individuals can connect intuitively or consciously through shared thoughts or desires, enhancing collaboration and the flow of ideas. One of the practical implications of this principle is the importance of maintaining a positive mental attitude. Negative thoughts emit vibrations that can repel success and attract failure or obstacles. Conversely, positive and focused thoughts emit powerful vibrations that draw opportunities, resources, and people aligned with your goals. This makes the quality of your thinking not just an internal matter but a force that affects your external reality. Hill also ties this idea to the concept of the mastermind group, where collective mental energy and focused intention amplify the power of individual brains. When multiple minds work together harmoniously toward a definite purpose, their combined vibrations become stronger, enhancing creativity, problem-solving, and motivation. This collective energy can attract unexpected resources or solutions that might not emerge when working alone. Another dimension of the brain as a broadcasting and receiving station is its connection to intuition and inspiration. Hill suggests that by tuning your brain through faith, desire, and autosuggestion, you become more receptive to ideas and insights from the subconscious mind or universal intelligence. These flashes of inspiration often come unexpectedly but can be crucial turning points that lead to breakthroughs or innovative solutions. The brain's ability to receive signals from other minds also explains how influence and persuasion work on a mental level. Successful communicators and leaders often broadcast strong, confident thoughts and emotions that others unconsciously pick up on, inspiring trust and action. Being mindful of the mental signals you send can thus improve your relationships and effectiveness. Hill cautions that this broadcasting and receiving function requires mental discipline and control. If your mind is cluttered with fear, doubt, or contradictory thoughts, the signals become weak or confused, reducing your ability to attract what you desire. Clear, consistent, and emotionally charged thoughts strengthen your mental transmissions. In essence, understanding the brain as a broadcasting and receiving station encourages you to be deliberate about your thoughts and emotions. By focusing your mind on positive, purposeful ideas and aligning yourself with like-minded individuals, you create a powerful mental environment that attracts success. This principle underscores the interconnectedness of thoughts, emotions, and external reality, inviting you to harness your brain's full potential in the pursuit of your goals. In summary, the brain acts as a transmitter and receiver of mental vibrations that influence both your internal state and your external circumstances. Cultivating positive, focused thoughts and engaging in collaborative mental efforts amplify this power, helping you draw resources and inspiration necessary for achievement. Mastering this aspect of the mind deepens your ability to connect, create, and manifest your desires. Unlike the other principles which can be consciously cultivated through effort and practice, the sixth sense is more elusive and spontaneous. It often manifests as a sudden insight, a feeling of knowing without logical explanation, or a prompt that directs you toward a particular course of action. Hill suggests that this sense becomes more reliable and pronounced as you develop the other success principles such as desire, faith, persistence, and organized planning. The sixth sense works by tapping into the subconscious mind, which Hill explains is connected to a greater universal intelligence. When your subconscious is well trained and aligned with your definite purpose through autosuggestion and positive mental habits, it becomes a channel through which the sixth sense can deliver inspired ideas and warnings. These flashes of insight are not random, but rather the result of your mind receiving and interpreting information beyond normal sensory perception. Hill also connects the sixth sense with creativity and innovation. It is the source of original ideas that seem to come from nowhere, the sudden breakthroughs in problem solving, and the inspiration that fuels artistic and scientific achievements. By learning to trust and develop this faculty, you tap into a wellspring of creative power that elevates your work and life. Importantly, the sixth sense is not a substitute for effort or rational thinking, but a complement to them. It works best when you have done the groundwork studying, planning, acting persistently, and are ready to receive guidance beyond conventional methods. It acts as a kind of secret weapon that can accelerate progress and open doors that might otherwise remain closed. In summary, the sixth sense is an intuitive faculty that connects you to higher intelligence and deeper wisdom. It offers guidance, inspiration, and insight that transcend ordinary reasoning. By cultivating the success principles that prepare your subconscious mind, and by remaining open and receptive, you can harness this mysterious but invaluable sense to navigate your path to achievement with greater confidence and creativity. Overcome fear and negative emotions. Fear and negative emotions are among the greatest obstacles to success, and Napoleon Hill highlights the necessity of overcoming them to achieve your goals. These emotions, such as fear of failure, fear of criticism, fear of poverty, and doubt, act like mental blocks that prevent you from fully harnessing your desire, faith, and potential. Hill stresses that unless you master these fears, they will control your thoughts and actions, leading to hesitation, procrastination, and ultimately failure. The sixth sense, as described by Napoleon Hill in Think and Grow Rich, represents a subtle but powerful faculty that goes beyond the five physical senses and the conscious mind. It is often referred to as intuition, instinct, or a hunch, and serves as an inner guidance system that can lead you toward important decisions, opportunities, and creative ideas. Hill regards the sixth sense as the final step in the journey of personal development and achievement, a bridge connecting the finite conscious mind with infinite intelligence or universal wisdom. Hill warns that the sixth sense cannot be fully understood or controlled by the conscious mind, and trying to force it may actually block its influence. Instead, it requires openness, patience, and trust. By cultivating a calm and receptive mental state through meditation, reflection, or simply quieting the mind, you increase your ability to recognize and act on these intuitive messages. The sixth sense often plays a crucial role in decision-making, especially when facts and logic alone are insufficient. Many successful people report moments where a strong intuitive feeling guided them to seize an opportunity or avoid a mistake. This inner voice can provide clarity in complex situations, helping you to make choices that align with your highest good and ultimate goals. Fear, in particular, is often rooted in ignorance or lack of knowledge. People fear what they do not understand or what seems uncertain. This fear generates negative thoughts that get impressed upon the subconscious mind, reinforcing limiting beliefs and self-doubt. Over time, these patterns become habits that shape your attitude and behavior. Hill warns that unchecked fear can cause paralysis, making you avoid taking necessary risks or seizing opportunities. One of the key steps to overcoming fear and negativity is recognizing and acknowledging them. Awareness is the first part of breaking their hold. Once you identify specific fears, you can confront and challenge them rationally. Hill advocates replacing fear-based thoughts with positive, faith-filled affirmations. This mental reprogramming helps diminish fear's power and builds confidence. Hill also highlights the role of the magic formula of desire, faith, and autosuggestion in combating fear. When your desire for success is strong, your faith unwavering, and your subconscious mind regularly fed with positive affirmations, fear loses its grip. These tools build mental resilience and encourage bold action even in uncertain situations. Another effective way to overcome negative emotions is through continuous education and preparation. Knowledge dispels ignorance, and confidence grows when you are well-informed and equipped. This reduces anxiety and builds a foundation for rational decision-making. Hill emphasizes that fear often arises from uncertainty, so thorough planning and learning diminish its influence. Hill also warns against surrounding yourself with negative influences, whether people who discourage you, pessimistic environments, or media that instills doubt and romance. Protecting your mind from these sources helps maintain a positive mental attitude, which is essential for success. Visualization and emotional control are further techniques Hill recommends. By visualizing success vividly and feeling the emotions associated with achieving your goals, you create a mental environment where fear has less room to operate. Managing your emotional state ensures you respond to challenges with calmness and clarity rather than panic or defeat. Ultimately, overcoming fear and negative emotions is a continuous process. Hill acknowledges that everyone experiences fear, but successful individuals learn to control and channel it constructively. They do not allow fear to dictate their choices or limit their ambitions. Instead, they use courage, persistence, and positive thinking to push forward. In summary, fear and negative emotions are major barriers to success that undermine desire, faith, and action. By becoming aware of your fears, replacing them with positive affirmations, educating yourself, and controlling your emotions, you weaken these obstacles. Mastering fear is essential for maintaining the mental clarity, confidence, and persistence required to achieve your definite purpose and turn your dreams into reality. The importance of definite purpose. Having a definite purpose is fundamental to achieving success. Napoleon Hill emphasizes that without a clear, specific goal, your efforts lack direction and focus, making it difficult to achieve meaningful results. A definite purpose acts as a guiding star, providing motivation, clarity, and a framework for making decisions and taking consistent action. Hill explains that vague or general desires, such as wanting to be successful or rich, are not enough. Success demands a precise and measurable objective, a definite chief aim that you commit to with intensity. This definite purpose focuses your mental and physical energy, directing your thoughts and actions toward one clear goal, rather than scattering them across multiple distractions. When you have a definite purpose, your mind naturally prioritizes tasks and resources that align with that goal. It helps you say no to activities and influences that do not serve your ultimate ambition. This clarity eliminates wasted time and energy, allowing you to channel persistence and faith effectively. In contrast, without a definite purpose, your efforts tend to be unfocused, inconsistent, and easily derailed by obstacles or competing interests. Hill also stresses that a definite purpose must be written down and reviewed regularly. Writing your purpose solidifies your commitment and impresses it onto your subconscious mind. Regularly reading and visualizing this purpose strengthens your belief and keeps your desire burning brightly. This ongoing mental reinforcement is critical to maintaining motivation over the long term. Having a definite purpose also helps you overcome fear and doubt. When your goal is clearly defined and emotionally charged, you build faith in your ability to achieve it. This confidence pushes you to take decisive action and persist despite setbacks. Without a clear aim, fear of failure or uncertainty often causes hesitation and procrastination. Hill's concept of definite purpose goes beyond just personal ambition. It includes a sense of mission or contribution, a reason why your goal matters. This deeper connection to your purpose provides emotional fuel and fulfillment, making your pursuit meaningful. People who align their purpose with values or service often find greater satisfaction and resilience on their path. Moreover, a definite purpose creates a framework for organized planning. When you know exactly what you want, you can develop detailed plans and strategies tailored to achieving that goal. This focus enhances creativity, problem solving, and resourcefulness as your mind actively seeks ways to make your purpose a reality. Hill warns against changing your definite purpose too frequently. Consistency and commitment are crucial. While plans and methods may evolve, your core goal should remain steady to build momentum and trust in your subconscious mind. Constantly shifting your purpose leads to confusion and weakens your determination. In summary, having a definite purpose is the cornerstone of success. It provides direction, motivation, and clarity, enabling you to concentrate your efforts and persist through challenges. Writing down and regularly reaffirming your purpose impresses it on your subconscious mind, fueling faith and action. By committing firmly to one clear goal, you create the foundation upon which all other principles of achievement rest, dramatically increasing your chances of turning your dreams into reality. Wealth begins in the mind. Wealth, according to Napoleon Hill, begins in the mind long before it manifests in the physical world. This principle underscores the profound power of thoughts as the starting point of all riches. Hill teaches that every fortune starts as an idea, a mental blueprint created by clear desire, faith, and imagination. Without this initial mental creation, no material success can occur, because the external world responds to the inner landscape of your mind. Hill explains that wealth is not merely about money or possessions. It encompasses all forms of abundance, including health, relationships, and personal fulfillment. However, the process of attracting any kind of wealth follows the same fundamental law. It begins with a definite mental image or purpose, which you nurture and develop until it becomes tangible reality. The first step is to clearly define what wealth means to you. This clarity allows you to form a vivid mental picture of your goal. When you hold this vision consistently, it acts as a magnet that draws opportunities, resources, and people aligned with that vision. The mind's creative power, fueled by desire and belief, sets in motion the necessary actions and circumstances. Hill emphasizes that thoughts mixed with emotion have extraordinary power. When your desires are accompanied by strong feelings, whether excitement, gratitude, or determination, they impress more deeply upon your subconscious. This emotional energy enhances the law of attraction, causing your mind and environment to align with your goals more rapidly. Importantly, Hill warns against negative thinking or skepticism, which can block this creative process. Doubt and fear create resistance that disrupts the flow of ideas and opportunities. To grow wealthy mentally, you must cultivate a positive mental attitude, maintain faith in your ability to succeed, and feed your mind with constructive and goal-oriented thoughts. Hill's principle teaches that riches are not random or solely dependent on luck. They are the natural result of a clear mental image, backed by faith, emotion, and action. Your mind is the workshop where every success begins, and nurturing it with positive, focused thoughts is the first and most important step toward financial and personal abundance. In summary, wealth begins in the mind through the power of clear thoughts, definite purpose, faith, and emotional energy. By cultivating a positive mental attitude, imagining your success vividly, and backing it with organized plans and persistence, you create the mental foundation from which all material riches flow. This principle reminds us that every fortune starts as an idea, and that mastering your thoughts is the key to turning dreams into reality.